2013 was the year I got laid off from my job. And when that happened, I was obviously frustrated and devastated. And then that was the time also that I had to figure out what I was going to do. I would either go and find another job, which was very feasible, or I could take that opportunity to start my own business, start to work for myself, right? Stop working for the man. That was the thing. So I decided to do the latter. So I decided to take the opportunity to start working for myself, start a new business. So as a developer, mobile developer, I started lining up clients and things were doing okay. So a few years later, still doing the same thing, still frustrated, still always stressed out with how to get clients and all of the things that you need to do as a business owner or as a freelancer. So something happened that changed everything, changed my life, changed my business, and it grew my business 3 times fold. That only happened after this one thing happened, which we're going to be talking about in this video. Welcome, my beautiful friends from the internet. I'm happy that you're here. My name is Paulo, and on this channel, we talk about all sorts of things. I share with you productivity tips, finances, entrepreneurship, business, books that I'm reading. So anything that will help me go through this journey of mine, which is to get to the point where I can feel like I'm a Renaissance man, a well-rounded person. So a person who not only is one-dimensional, is 2, 3, or multi-dimensional, which means a person that knows a little bit more than one thing. That's what we do in this channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification bell. That way, every time that I create a new video such as this, you are notified and you're happy that you did get notified because you know you're going to get awesome content from Paulo. All right, let's go to the video. So this, my friends, this is what changed everything. I know, it looks very unassuming. It's just some sort of a notebook of some sort, or journal. This is what started everything. This is what got me to not being frustrated, not being overwhelmed with working for myself, being an entrepreneur, a business owner, and so forth. My wife was actually the person who bought me this journal here, but I had found it somehow online because I'm always online and always reading about productivity and how to organize your business or your life and all these things. As you know, I'm a fanatic about productivity. I told my wife that this is something that I wanted, but I didn't want to spend the money. And so my wife, the wonderful person she is, she saved this on her wish list on Amazon. And then I think it was on my birthday, she went ahead and bought it. And when she bought it, I started going through this process of organizing my life, my business life, and that is exactly what led to this massive growth. Now, I don't want to focus only on the massive business revenue growth that I got from this, that this helped me. It also helped me to grow in other areas of my life, which we're going to get into. Now, the name is this journal. It's called Self Journal. It's from a company called Self. I can't recommend enough, and you will understand why once I share with you how this really helped me. The Self Journal, it has a very simple concept, but yet very powerful. The idea is it helps you to break down your work into chunks of months. So in this case here, it breaks down your life, your work, or whatever it is that you want to accomplish in 13 weeks roadmap, right? So the idea is in those 13 weeks, you're going to have a plan that you're going to be writing, putting together, that will include all the things that you want to accomplish. But basically, the journal wants to help you focus, right? So it's not like you're going to say, I have 20,000 things that I need to do in 13 weeks. So this journal helps you break down the 13 weeks into chunks of things that you want to do. So this journal forces you to pick mainly 3 things max of goals that you want to accomplish. And once you have those 3 goals, you go through the process of breaking down the tasks as well as daily things that you need to do and reflections and so forth that you have to go through. That way you have some sort of like a documentation and accountability going through the process of achieving your goal. So they break down it really nicely. So first is the main goal. So what is the result goal that you want to achieve? Let's say you can say the result goal is going to be to run a marathon. And then once you write that, then there's a space where you write the progress goals. So the things that you're going to be doing so you can measure where you are in the process, right? So running a marathon, how are you going to divide that big task of training for a marathon to chunks that you can actually then write down steps to do, right? And the last part, which is the action and tasks. Now you're going to separate the actual things that you need to do, the things that you need to do in order to train for a marathon. So now the nitty-gritty things that you must do to actually accomplish your goal. And you do the same to goal number 2 and goal number 3. But it's all optional. So you can just do one big goal or 2 or 3, not more than 3. You can see that this process is really easy. It's not really out of this world where you feel like, oh my goodness, this is overwhelming. It's very simple. But the great thing about going through a system such as this is because it forces you to really think about what is that you want and can get done in 13 weeks, right? That is the main thing, because now you're forced, literally. I had to sit down for probably a day and really think, okay, what are the main things that I want to get done in 13 weeks, right? So now you're forced to really think about things that otherwise it's more of like, oh, well, I gotta do X and Z and Y and all these things, but you don't have a plan. It's just something in your mind, right? Now you're putting that into action by writing it down and have some sort of accountability, if you will. Now, the great thing about planning your goals and your tasks and your process goals and all the things in the beginning of this process of setting yourself up for success using this self-journal is that you need some sort of accountability. So literally, once you have added or you have written down all of your goals and tasks and things that you want to accomplish and how to do so, you actually have to sign, right? It's almost like a pledge of allegiance. Say, okay, my name is Paulo, and then by date X, because remember the idea also, it's like you have 13 weeks. It's not an open-ended. You have to have a deadline. So the idea is that by the end of 13 weeks, I will have done what I said I will do, and you're going to sign it. There's a part where you also write down the reward you will get once you finish by the X date, once you have accomplished all of those goals in 13 weeks. So it is really an amazing psychology behind it to really get you going, because now you have an accountability because you're signing to say, my name is X, by date Z, I would have finished this, and I'm going to reward myself by doing X. Now, the part about rewarding that I found even better to give you that pressure that this is serious, I need to get things done, I need to actually work to accomplish my goal or my goals, is that instead of putting a reward for yourself, try to put a reward for somebody else that you love. For instance, I'm married, so I would say, what I've done is I would say, okay, if I finish or accomplish the goals that I've set out to accomplish by 13 weeks, I'm going to take my wife to the beach because I know she loves going to the beach. And on top of that, to add more pressure, I then show the pledge, I then show the contract to her saying that, okay, in 13 weeks, I'm going to finish this, I'm going to get this done. And once I'm done, as a reward, I'm going to take you, my beautiful wife, to the beach. Now, once you do that, you are confined in this contract. So the journal also includes other things such as, let me take a look here, such as an actual overview for each week. So you can actually write down the things that you're going to be doing, weekly milestones, right? You can say, in the first week, I'm going to continue refining my Android course. That's something I do. And doing other things. And then you can also track your habits. So this is, let's say you want to start a new habit of going to bed early. So you can also track, you can say, okay, I want to go to bed early. The goal is 5 times a week. And then each day you can put an X or a check mark to say that you're progressing or you're actually tracking, or you're actually moving forward, getting this new habit as part of your life. So there are also other things that help you to really better your life, to kind of organize your life so that you can avoid this sense of being lost or frustrated. And next, once you have the contract you've written, you have the reward system, how you're going to reward yourself or the other person that you love, so that there's that accountability, and you sign the date by which you're going to be done with the 13 weeks, and you should be done with all of the goals, all of the tasks that you have written down. This is I think my favorite part. The reason being is because if you don't like journaling, because I know some people don't like to write journals or it's just too much. This is different. This is all systematic. So the daily pages are meant for you to actually literally block time. You can say from 7 to 8:30, I'm going to be at the gym, and then from then I'm going to go home and shower and then do X and Y and Z, and then from 10:30 to 1:30 I'm going to be doing focused work and things like that. Okay, so it's really awesome. I like it because it gives me again an idea. Again, all of this is still connected to the main goal or the main goals that you have written previously, right? What do you want to accomplish in these 13 weeks? So this is kind of like a daily thing you do, so you understand, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do the X and Y and Z. These are my times slots, and I'm going to do X and Y and Z and so forth. And to the right, or the page actually, you have this section of notes and ideas. So you can actually write ideas that you have about things that you're working on, or maybe some other ideas that come in. So it's kind of like a free form place where you can write things as you go, as your day goes by, or as you plan your day. And then at the bottom of the page, the daily pages, you have what they call the daily reflection. So before you even start working, it says here, this morning I'm grateful for ... which means this is where you write 3 things that you're grateful for. And I love this. And I know some people are like, oh my goodness, grateful. What is this? The psychology behind it, it's really interesting because it is conditioning yourself to have this different way of starting your day with a sense of light, a sense of gratitude. That's all what it is. Because if you start your day by saying, oh, I'm grateful for 1, 2, and 3 things, it's really hard to start having a bad day or feeling like, oh gosh, I gotta do this, right? Because now you're coming from a place of lightness, a place of gratitude. So I've been using this for a long time, and I love that. It just gives me that sense of, it removes that sense of entitlement. But it's so easy to just feel like, oh, I'm just treading water, I'm not moving forward, this life, this is that, oh, this is so hard. It's so easy to get into that really heavy mindset, and then you just hate your day, right? You start hating your day, you just feel unfocused. But this just helps you it grounds you, at least to me, it does that, okay? And then there is my goals section, which now you're gonna write down what are your goals for that day, right? You write down 3 goals, and then you have the today's targets, right? So this section will be, you write down, okay, what are the essential things, 2 or 3 things again, that I must do. If I do these things today, check them off of my list, I will feel like I've won the day. And then there's a little section where it's called the lessons learned. So the lessons learned is an opportunity for improvement. So the idea is that you can write down the things that you've learned about your day, the things that didn't go well, and things that you should have done, but you didn't get to do it, or something happens, right? So this is the part where you be honest and you say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to improve upon this. And then we have the wins. So this is where you brag a little bit. Say, hey, today I did X and Y and Z, and I feel good about myself. I feel like I'm doing great, and it's okay. Just brag. So as you can see, it's a good map for the day, a very balanced map where you block time, you can write a few ideas, and then you have the grateful side of things where you show that, where you can write down what you're grateful for that day. And then you have the goals for the day, and then you have the targets for that day, the things that are really important for you to get done for that day, so that you feel like, okay, I've won the day. And then, of course, lessons learned, to really be honest with things that didn't quite go well, but you're aware of them and you want to improve upon. And of course, we have the wins, so brag a little bit, feel good, and it's okay. Don't feel like you're bragging, but writing down, it just gives you that sense of, okay, I'm moving forward. And then at the end, there is the tonight I'm grateful for. Notice here in the beginning in the morning, you write 3 things that you're grateful for, and at the end you have 3 things also that you are grateful for. So it's really awesome. I love this concept because it has helped me a lot. As I've said in the beginning of this video, my business grew 3 times fold, and I've changed the way, it changed my life, really. I'm not trying to be dramatic. It really changed everything. Now, when I wake up in the morning, Even a week before, I know exactly what are the things I need to do because I have my journals and I have my plan. I know exactly what I'm going to be accomplishing or what I need to accomplish in 13 weeks. So I have that, and I have this accountability, right? And every day I write it down. Day before, I plan my day and I know exactly what's going on. And in the morning, I write what I'm grateful for and so forth. And I know it sounds, I get it. And some of you may say, oh gosh, one more thing to do. But believe me, doing something like this, it will help you because it gives you clarity. It gives you the sense of like you're not lost at sea. And there's nothing worse. It's not only about making money or business or it could be any goal. Like I said, it could be running a marathon or losing weight, being in shape, or whatever it is that you want to do. This helps you really stay focused and get there. That's why I love self-journal. It's an amazing tool that I still use since 2017. So a long time. So this video, I just want to let you know, this video is not sponsored by Best Self, the company. I just wanted to make this video because I've been using this for a while and it has changed completely my business, my life. It's really amazing. And so I thought I would create a video just to show you the things, the tools that I have, that I use to improve myself, to improve my life and so forth. I do have the link below. If you want to go check it out, you can buy from that link. It's an affiliate link, which means I get a little kickback at no cost to you. That will just help with this channel. Conclusion, moral of the story. So here's a time where we have some sort of, I like to end this video with a moral of the story. Well, the moral of the story is if you want to make a difference in your life and grow your business or actually get things done that matter to you, if you have goals, we all have some goals, I think it's important to have tools that will keep you accountable, tools that will keep you grounded, tools that will give you that good perspective and that good motivation to actually do what you want to do in life. I really think that this is going to help you. As you can see, I've been doing this for a long time, since 2017, it seems like it says here. These are my self-journals that I have. This is my new one for this year, and I started in January. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much, and I see you next time.